Live from KTIV, this is SportsFource Extra.
Welcome back, folks, to a very special Valentine's Day edition of SportsFource Extra. As you know already, I'm Jason Moeller. Joining me is everyone's favorite Nebraskan, Irvin Doman. And Siouxland, let me be the first to thank you for being our Valentine tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Jason. It's definitely an honor to be Siouxland's Valentine, but you know what? I think I'm going to shower you with some rose petal love on a night like tonight.
Big fella. Appreciate it, big fella.
Yeah, absolutely, because we had plenty of action from the softball field to the basketball court, and let me tell you, while there's plenty of love to share between us on the set, there was no love lost in any of these competitions today.
Yeah, but tell you what, Irv, you know, a wise man once said, it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Thank you very much for joining us on this Valentine's Day, folks. Our first matchup of the night, it brings us a date in the Bluff. That's where the Sergeant Bluff Luton Warriors welcome the Lewis Central Titans to town. Let's get right into the action here. Sergeant Bluff Luton peaking at the right time, looking to cap their regular season off with a 4-game win streak. Before the game, Warriors honor longtime coach Joe Burkhart, who's coached in Siouxland for 49 years. 17 of them were spent at Sergeant Bluff Luton. And now we get into the action. Gavin Arndt down low, grabs his own board. You know what? He'll get that put back to go, too, opening up the scoring in this one. Lewis Central with it now. This is Jimmy Scott pulling up, draining the 3-ball, and the Titans get on the board. On the ensuing possession for SBL, A.J. Vanderskop from the wing, right back at you. Warriors take a 5-2 lead at this point. SBL with it once again in transition. Dylan Jansen with a head of steam, sprints in, spins, lays it in for the deuce. Warriors on a 7-0 run at that point. They'd run away with this one, 67-33. Tell you what, don't want to run into SBL in the postseason. Same two teams, they're going at it in the girls' game. We'll pick things up late in the second quarter. Warriors come down the court, but Brooke Larson picks off the pass. She's going the other way. She'll lay it in for 2. Lewis Central, they'd head into the break up by 13. Into the third, Titans pick up right where they left off. Ellie Barnes with a corner 3, and LC extends their lead. SBL coming back the other way. Izzy Scott left all alone behind the arc, and she shows you why you probably shouldn't do that. It's smart to guard people sometimes. Warriors with it again. Madison Cavedra, one dribble, pull up, bucket. SBL makes this thing close. Titans hang on for the win, 54-45. Irvin, what do you got for us, buddy?
We got some great action, including some postseason play here. Class 1A, they opened up their district play, so let's jump on out to the hardwood. We begin our postseason coverage up north. Harris Lake Park hosting Storm Lake St. Mary's. Gavin Gallruff with the 3 right there. Harris Lake Park takes an early lead. The Wolves, Dwayne Ingham with a powerful drive, and he finishes for 2 right there. The Panthers, they'll respond when Caleb Phelps, he rolls around the screen. He does not hesitate to put that 3 up. That goes. And then just a little later on, it's going to be Justice Voss. He squares up in the paint. He lays that one up and in, and the Wolves take this one 75-25. Siouxland Christian and Whiting fighting in the postseason. We'll pick up here the Eagles on the break. Benjamin Bittinger, he pushes the ball up to Christian 2, who lays it up and in. And the Eagles lead by double digits. Later on, Caleb Glenn attacks the rim for the Warriors. Can't get it to go, but there's Colton Rich with the rebound. He dribbles out to the short corner and turns and pops that little jumper right there. Siouxland Christian, they've got the ball here. They're going to swing it around to Bittinger. And guess what, Jason? This is a
corner 3.
And the Eagles, they advance with a 65-22 win.
Yeah, folks, we had one more playoff game for you. The Sibley Cheatham Generals, they topped George Little Rock 58-45 to survive and advance. And hey, we had some fun with the postseason, Irv, but let's get back into that regular season as you caught a game up in Sioux Center.
Yeah, right there. The Warriors, they were hosting a great Rock Valley team right there. Now, the Rockets, they were looking to come in and play spoiler because if Sioux Center could win this, they at least guarantee they finish their season above 500. So let's see how this one played out. If they want to win, they'll have to go through this Rock Valley team again. Very tough team, the Rockets. They come up with the first bucket here of the game. Colby Dead Hard Dog, he makes his defender hit the watermelon crawl. He hits the long-range deuce. Now, Sioux Center, they come back down and they respond. This time it's going to be Braden Perez. Heatbrink driving into the lane. He floats this one up. And he gets the foul call for the and 1 right there. Now, Rock Valley with the inbounds on the baseline. Den Hard Dog, he gets it right to Miles Netem. And the senior puts the ball in the net. And we have a back-and-forth battle brewing in Sioux Center. The Warriors, they come up with an answer as Perez Heatbrink, he's going to get the ball in the corner, hit the step back. And
corner
it's
3.
Money. Corner 3. Jason did it for me right there. He's so good at that. But Rock Valley, they do end up picking up the road win, 58-49.
All right, Irv, now let's head into the Cornhusker stage, shall we? Oakland Craig hosting West Point Beamer. We'll start at the top of this game. Cadets Hunter Swanson, just to Braden, dog it, sends it home. That's a nice triple for the first points of the game. They'd keep that momentum rolling here. Ian Schiller, he'll get it over to Swanson. Swanson from the wing, it's good. They lead by 6. Oakland Craig starting to find a groove though. Mason Pearson tosses to Braylon Anderson. Anderson from deep. It's good. They lead by 2, and they keep it on going. Anderson bounces this one over to Isaac Maxwell, but ultimately, West Point Beamer goes on to win this one 60-29. 10th ranked Cadets, 3rd ranked Knights in a fracas of a girls game here. Third quarter Cadets, Mia Hunke finds Addison Toll for the layup. They trail by 18. Later on, Knights with the ball here. This is Addie Rennerfelt. She'll stop the ball. Bailey Pellin gets it to Briar Ray. Ray gives it right back to Rennerfelt for the layup, and they lead by 27. Cadets looking to catch up when Campbell Snodgrass dishes to Hunke. Hunke brings in the 2 points there, but the Knights, they won't let up. Pellin bounces over to Rennerfelt. Rennerfelt for 3. It's good. Oakland Craig wins this one 62-23. Irv?
Yeah, Bancroft Rosalie hosting Logan View. Scribner Snyder will start here in the first quarter. The Raiders, Callie Stockamp dishes to Jade Kreiflis, who gets the layup to go. They trail by 4 after that one. And the Panthers, they call back when it's going to be Kendra Badet. She bounces it over to Jaya Snyder. She gets the layup to go. They are leading by 8 now. Later on, there's a scramble for the ball here, but the Raiders, they come up with it. Nevaeh Vacha, she finds it. She gets it to go for the layup. They're down by 13. And the Panthers, they keep it going when Addison James ditches to Brooklyn Monroy. She hits the triple. She's done that a few times on some SportsFource Extra Nights. Bancroft Rosalie wins this one 50-38. And the 4th-ranked Panther boys battling the Raiders in the boys matchup. We'll start here in the third quarter. Raiders, Truman Young, he dishes to Grayson Krause. He's going to bring in a deuce right there from the mid-range. They trail by 7. Later on this time, it's going to be the Panthers. KJ Blackhawk hands off to Drake Porter, who's going to get the tough little layup to fall amongst the tall tree right there. They lead by 10. Now the Raiders, they look to get an answer when they get it to Anthony Oberg. And he gets the rebound, throws it out to Krause, who's going to get the layup, but they do trail by 17 after those 2 points right there. The Panthers, they won't quit piling it on when Jaden Browning, he chucks it to Blackhawk, and Blackhawk drives in for the layup. Bancroft Rosalie, they go on to win this one 61-36.
This is the EOC student section.
SportsFource coming up next.
Let's go!